If you're a female runner over 45 and you're training on your own, chances are you're making at least one of these mistakes. And it could be the reason you're not seeing the progress you want. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 biggest mistakes self-coached runners make, and more importantly, how to fix them. Think of training like following a recipe. If you leave out key ingredients or just throw everything without any structure, you won't get the results that you're hoping for. The same applies to running. Without the right approach, you risk plateauing, overtraining, or even getting injured. But the good news, these mistakes are easy to fix once you know what to look for. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to train smarter, recover better, and run stronger without second guessing yourself. Let's get into mistake number 1. A lot of women think that if they just run more, they'll automatically improve. But if every run is done at a moderate effort, you're stuck in what we call the gray zone. You're not running easy enough to build your endurance or hard enough to develop speed. Instead, you need contrast. You need your easy runs to be done where they feel almost too easy, conversational, relaxed, controlled, and your hard sessions should challenge you in a way that builds strength and speed. The contrast is what actually allows your body to adapt and improve. So how do you know if you're training at the right intensity? The best way is by tracking your effort levels. You don't necessarily need a fancy gadget. Just use either the talk test or perceived exertion. If you can't hold a conversation on an easy run, you're probably pushing too hard too often. Using rate of perceived exertion, we generally use a scale from 0 to 10. 0 being that you could do that activity all day long, 10 being that you're feeling like you want to die. For our easy runs, we want those to be somewhere between a 2 to maximum of 4. And that is a great way to ensure that you're not running too hard too often. And that then leads us into mistake number 2. One of the biggest reasons self-coached female runners struggle is that they ignore recovery. Your progress doesn't happen during the workouts. It happens during recovery. That's when your body actually repairs itself, it adapts, and it gets stronger. If you're always fatigued or feel like you're constantly running on sore legs, even though you're training consistently, it's a sign that you're not prioritizing your recovery properly. So, what do we do to fix that? Schedule actual recovery days. Prioritize your sleep and make sure that you're fueling properly after all of your workouts. Skipping this step doesn't just hurt your running, it could be making you more prone to injury and fatigue. Now, mistake number 3. It isn't just for gym goers, and if you're over the age of 45, strength training is one of the most important things you can do to stay injury-free, improve your running economy, and feel stronger on your runs. And no, you don't just need to lift heavy weights or spend hours in the gym, just don't neglect strength training. As a side note, I'm hosting a free masterclass for female runners over the age of 45, and I think you'll love it. I'll be teaching you how to recover better, how to run faster, and stay injury-free so that you can keep running strong for years to come. Scan the QR code or click the link below to save your seat. Just 2 or 3 short sessions of around 45 minutes a week, focusing on core, hips, lower body strength can make a massive difference to how well you move and how much energy you have. All right, let's talk about mistake number 4. This is one of the most common traps self-coached runners fall into. You feel motivated, so you start increasing your mileage too quickly or stacking back-to-back intense sessions. And before you know it, your body starts breaking down. This almost always leads to injury. And so instead, there's a very basic guideline about following a 10% rule. So ideally, not increasing your weekly mileage by more than 10% per week. And always space out those hard efforts with proper recovery. A key thing is also to always include a recovery week. So whether you're working on 3 or 4 week cycles, you really want to make sure that you build up and then deload or recover for 1 week as well. And this is one of the big mistakes self-coached athletes make. And if you're really unsure, the golden rule is this: if in doubt, leave it out. Take an extra rest day. More training isn't always better. Don't do too much too soon. And now, mistake number 5, the biggest one of them all. Too many women just go out and run without a clear strategy. There's no progression, no periodization, and no long-term plan to actually improve. A structured plan takes the guesswork out of your training. It helps you to build fitness progressively, avoid burnout, and keep running strong for years to come. Even if you're a self-coach runner, that doesn't make it smart to train without a structured plan. Following a proven framework will keep you on track. And the best part, a good plan allows you to actually enjoy your running while still improving. So here's the thing. Fixing these mistakes is just the start. If you're a female runner over 45, there's a lot of misinformation out there about what your body can and can't do. And if you've ever felt confused about how menopause impacts your running, you're not alone. The good news? Most of what you've heard is probably a myth. In this next video, we're breaking down the biggest menopause and running myths and revealing the truth about how to manage symptoms, maintain strength, and keep running strong. Click on the video on screen now to learn the science-backed strategies that will help you run better and feel better at any age.